Top 10 Richest Women 2026 Forbes Official List revealed. What if I told you there's a woman on this planet whose bank account grows by over $1 million every single hour? That's not a typo. Not a movie scene. That's just a regular Tuesday for the woman sitting at number 1 on today's list. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because today we are counting down the top 10 richest women in the world for 2026, straight from the Forbes Official Billionaires List. And trust me, by the time we get to number 1, your jaw is going to be on the floor. We've got heiresses worth over $100 billion, a self-made queen who co-founded one of the biggest shipping companies on earth, a candy empire worth tens of billions, and stories that will make you rethink everything you know about wealth. Oh, and we saved the most insane reveal for the very end, so do not click away. Let's get into it. Number 10, Zheng Shuliang, net worth $33.2 billion. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a name that most people in the West have never heard of. But in China, she is an absolute powerhouse. Meet Zheng Shuliang, the vice chairwoman of China Hongqiao Group, one of the largest aluminum producers on the entire planet. Now I know what you're thinking. Aluminum? That's not exactly the sexiest business in the world. But when you control the production of one of the most in-demand industrial metals on Earth, feeding demand from EVs, smartphones, aircraft, and construction, the money piles up fast. With a net worth of $33.2 billion, Zheng sits quietly near the bottom of our top 10. But make no mistake, she could buy your favorite sports team, your dream home, and still have billions left over. Not bad for a material most of us associate with kitchen foil. Number 9, Abigail Johnson, net worth $36 billion. Number 9 is someone who didn't just inherit a financial empire, she runs one. Abigail Johnson is the chairman and CEO of Fidelity Investments, one of the most powerful investment firms in the United States, founded by her grandfather back in 1946. She took the CEO chair in 2014, and under her leadership, Fidelity has stayed ahead of competitors by diving early into crypto and digital assets, bold moves that paid off enormously. Her net worth sits at around $36 billion, and she's one of the few women on today's list who actually runs the company that made her rich. Not just a shareholder, the CEO. That's a whole different level of power. While other fortunes on this list are tied to stock prices, Abigail is in the boardroom calling the shots every single day. Number 8, Miriam Adelson, net worth $38 billion. Number 8 brings us to the glittering lights of Las Vegas, and the woman who controls a significant chunk of everything you see there. Miriam Adelson inherited a massive stake in Las Vegas Sands, the casino and resort empire, after the passing of her husband Sheldon Adelson in 2021. And in the past year alone, shares of Las Vegas Sands climbed sharply, adding over $5 billion to her fortune. Imagine your investment going up by $5 billion in a single year. That's the Miriam Adelson life. Beyond business, she's one of the most influential political donors in America and has consistently used her wealth to shape political outcomes at the highest level. At $38 billion, she's not just rich, she's powerful in ways most billionaires only dream of. Number 7, MacKenzie Scott, net worth $40 billion. Okay, number 7 on our list is one of the most fascinating stories in modern history, because this woman took one of the biggest divorce settlements ever and turned it into a philanthropic empire. MacKenzie Scott received around $40 billion worth of Amazon shares when she and Jeff Bezos divorced in 2019. Most people in that situation would, I don't know, buy a yacht, maybe several yachts. But MacKenzie, she started giving it away, billions of it, to thousands of non-profit organizations. We're talking schools, food banks, racial equity groups, housing charities. She's donated over $19 billion since 2019, often with no strings attached. And here's the wild part, she still has around $40 billion left, because the Amazon stock she kept has kept growing. She's literally giving away billions and barely making a dent. That is the definition of next-level wealth. Hey, before we continue, if you're enjoying this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We drop new videos every week on the most incredible wealth stories, luxury lifestyles, and celebrity secrets from around the world. Okay, we're only halfway through, and things are about to get wild. Let's keep going. Number 6, Iris Fontbona, net worth $52.6 billion. Coming in at number 6, from the copper-rich mountains of South America, is Iris Fontbona, the wealthiest woman in Latin America and one of the most understated billionaires on the entire planet. When her husband, Andronico Luksic, passed away in 2005, Iris inherited control of a business empire built on copper mining through Antofagasta plc, one of the world's largest copper producers, along with Quinenco, a massive Chilean conglomerate spanning banking, beverages, and beyond. Here's a fun fact about copper. With the entire world going electric, EVs, solar panels, wind turbines, copper demand is absolutely exploding. And Iris Fontbona sits at the top of one of the biggest copper empires in the world. Her net worth? A cool $52.6 billion. The quiet billionaire you've probably never heard of, but absolutely should know. Number 5, Jacqueline Ma's net worth, $49.1 billion. Number 5 might just be the sweetest entry on this list, literally. Jacqueline Mars is the heiress to Mars Incorporated, the candy empire behind M&M's, Snickers, Milky Way, Twix, and so much more. Her grandfather Franklin Clarence Mars founded the company, and today Jacqueline owns roughly 30% of the business. And get this, Mars isn't just candy. They also own Pedigree, Royal Canin, and Whiskas pet food brands, and the Wrigley chewing gum empire. It's one of the largest privately held companies in the world with over $47 billion in annual revenue. Jacqueline herself is famously private. No flashy Instagram, no celebrity drama, just billions of dollars quietly compounding while people around the world eat Snickers bars. At $49.1 billion, she's proof that chocolate money is very, very real money. Number 4, Rafaela Aponte-Diamant net worth, $44.5 billion. At number 4, we have possibly the most jaw-dropping self-made story on this entire list. Rafaela Aponte-Diamant co-founded the Mediterranean shipping company, known as Master of Science, with her husband Gianluigi Aponte back in 1970 with just one second-hand ship. One ship. Today, Master of Science is the largest container shipping company in the world, with over 700 vessels crossing every ocean on Earth. Everything you buy online, every imported good you use, a massive chunk of it travels on Master of Science ships. With a net worth of $44.5 billion, Rafaela is the only person in the top 10 of today's list who can genuinely say she built this from nothing. One ship, a dream, and now, a $44 billion empire. Somebody write that movie, please. Number 3, Julia Koch net worth, $81.2 billion. We're in the top 3 now, and the numbers are getting truly insane. Julia Koch inherited a 42% stake in Koch Industries, one of the largest privately held companies in the United States, after the passing of her husband David Koch in 2019. Koch Industries is an absolute behemoth, involved in everything from oil and chemicals to consumer goods and manufacturing. But here's a twist that makes Julia even more interesting. The Koch family recently acquired a minority stake in the NFL's New York Giants. Yes, on top of controlling a multi-hundred billion dollar industrial empire, she now has a piece of one of America's most iconic football franchises. At $81.2 billion, Julia Koch is worth more than the GDP of many countries. And yet, she moves through the world with remarkable discretion. Before marrying David Koch, she was actually an assistant to fashion designer Adolfo Sardina, dressing clients like Nancy Reagan. From fashion assistant to one of the wealthiest people on earth, that's a story for the ages. Number 2, Francoise Bettencourt Meyers net worth, $100 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the centibillionaire zone. $100 billion. Francoise Bettencourt Meyers is the granddaughter of Eugene Schuler, who founded L'Oréal, the world's largest cosmetics company, way back in 1909. When her mother Liliane Bettencourt passed away in 2017, Francoise inherited a fortune that made her the first woman in history to reach centibillionaire status. Her family controls about 33% of L'Oréal stock, which owns brands like Lancôme, Maybelline, Redken, Giorgio Armani Beauty, and dozens more. The global cosmetics industry is worth over $400 billion, and L'Oréal sits at the top of it. But Francoise is no passive heiress. She served on L'Oréal's board for nearly 30 years before stepping down in 2025, passing the vice chair role to her son. She also pledged $226 million to help rebuild Notre Dame Cathedral after the devastating 2019 fire. And she's an author, writing books on theology and the Bible. Brilliant, private, philanthropic, and worth $100 billion. At number 2, she's extraordinary. But there's one woman worth even more. Number 1, Alice Walton net worth, $134 billion. And here she is, the richest woman on the planet. Not just number 1 on today's list, but the 14th richest person in the entire world. Alice Walton, the only daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton, and with a net worth of $134 billion. Let that sink in for a second. $134 billion. She has held the title of the world's richest woman for 3 consecutive years running. She's one of only 20 people in history to ever hold a 12-figure fortune, what Forbes calls a centibillionaire. In fact, she was the first American woman to break the $100 billion barrier. And in 2026 alone, her fortune grew by $33 billion from the previous year. 33 billion in 1 year. Now here's the fascinating twist. Alice Walton doesn't actually work at Walmart. She never has. While her brothers Rob and Jim Walton are involved in the business, Alice went her own direction, and she went into ART. She founded the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas, a world-class cultural institution she built from the ground up, housing over 50,000 works of art. She owns a breathtaking estate in Fort Worth, Texas. She collects fine art worth hundreds of millions. She rides horses. And she holds a stake in Walmart that keeps ballooning as one of the world's most successful retail empires keeps growing. $134 billion. The queen of the Forbes list. Alice Walton, the richest woman in the world in 2026. And there you have it, the top 10 richest women in the world for 2026, according to the Forbes Official Billionaires List. From Zheng Shuliang's aluminum empire to MacKenzie Scott giving billions away, to Alice Walton's mind-blowing $134 billion fortune. These women are rewriting what's possible. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. Comment question 1. Which of these 10 women do you find most inspiring, and why? Comment question 2. If you had Alice Walton's $134 billion for just one day, what would you spend it on? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Comment question 3. Did any of these net worth numbers absolutely shock you? Tell us which one. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to see more incredible content about the world's wealthiest people, most jaw-dropping luxury lifestyles, and the biggest celebrity fortunes on Earth, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Next up, we're going inside the most insane private jets owned by billionaires. You are not going to believe what's on board. That video is coming very soon. Until then, stay curious, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one.